What is up? Entropy and energy when you're rebooting, ending an addictive behavior. Entropy is described as the degree of disorder or randomness in a system. I believe it's in a system. Those of you who are better at science than I am, please correct me. But basically, when you leave certain things alone, they have a tendency to move towards disorder, right? Energy, on the other hand, requires attention to grow and to maintain momentum. So entropy only requires neglect, and it'll fall apart and get disordered. And energy, when you have the right intent, it keeps moving, it keeps growing. And this is the reason why so many of you, you can't maintain whatever the heck you're doing to control your out of control behavior. Because you're neglecting it. You're neglecting your morning routines. You're neglecting accountability. That is connection, which is, some have said, is the opposite of addiction. You neglect those relationships. You neglect your physical health, your diet. You neglect everything that can support you in your self-care. And then you wonder why your life becomes so chaotic and why random is happening to you. Entropy. That's all it requires. Neglect and everything will fall apart. But if you want to keep building up and compounding your success in your reboots, and even in other areas of your life, let's be honest, but all of these lessons, the reason why, I'll say this, somebody said, JK, some of the things you share can be applied to multiple areas of your life. And I've never thought of it that way, because the process that I use to end my out of control behavior, my compulsive behavior with these were the same principles, the same process that I applied to my life. So every lesson I would learn through the process of ending my out of control behavior, I would use it in business, in my relationships, in my fitness, everything. So the whole point of rebooting is, if you're not going to reboot your entire life and you're just going to compartmentalize your behavior, what's the point? I don't think you should even compartmentalize your behavior. I think you need to overcome the shame. I think you need to be able to talk about your behavior. I think you need to bring all of that stuff into the light, right? So your energy compounds, your energy grows when you give it attention, when you put intention towards it. And that's it, right? So stop being confused about why your life is constantly falling apart. You need to maintain certain things, right? You need to give certain things your attention. And if you cannot do it, or you find yourself, I fall off every couple of weeks, then put your ego down and get yourself some accountability. Especially those of you who are high-performing men, those of you who are successful. You are unhappy. You're unhappy because you're so individualistic, right? You're like, nah, I'm gonna do this on my own. Other men are a threat. Other men are going to steal from me. Other men are going to put me down. Other men are going to change my mindset. I can't work with other people. You just haven't found the right men. Programs like our intensive program are programs where you can be around people who think similarly. You don't have to be threatened by these men. And you'll find that there's no shame. You're not a loser. You're not a failure. And you're certainly not weak because you asked for help. But if you don't seek that help and that accountability to put attention towards the energy, everything is going to fall apart. And some of you guys just keep doing this year after year after year. I'll have people, they'll join our program, I'll send you a welcome message, and when I go into my DMs to send you that message, the last message I got from you was 7 years ago. What's up with that? 7 years ago? 7 years ago, you were dealing with this out of control behavior and you had a moment of clarity, post-nut clarity. And it was like, oh, better reach out to this JK guy. Seems like he knows what the f he's talking about. Then you left me on red. I don't think red was even around 7 years ago on Facebook, right? And here you are again. Now you're finally ready for accountability, right? Right before the call with me, though, you might freak out again and decide like, nah, I can do this on my own. But bro, you're 37 now, right? You're 49 now. Some of you are already in your 60s because you're waiting. Stop it. Reach out for help. Generate that energy all the way through your habits, your lifestyle, and let's change that self-image. Let's change the whole thing. All right? I'm JK, your brother in the struggle. Thank you so much for taking the time to watch this video. Talk to you later on in the week.